Hey guys, welcome back to Barbara's Place of Encouragement. It's me, your girl Barbara. I know it's been a while. Please don't get me. But you know what? I'm here, I'm back, and I just want to talk to you guys today. See how everybody is going. We are like a couple of days away out of the first month of the new year. So tell me, how's everything been going for you guys to this month so far into this new year? Me, it's been going amazing. I am looking forward to new things. I am looking forward to nothing but a year of greatness and awesomeness. So talk to me. Once again, this is your girl Barbara. This is Barbara's Place of Encouragement. If you are new to this channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification button down below so that way you'll be notified when I have new videos coming up. And I promise you guys, there's going to be more to come. So just stay tuned. I want to get this YouTube pumped up. I want to get this YouTube going so I can be able just to talk and, bless you guys, encourage you guys, hopefully even be an inspiration to you guys that are here. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that post notification button down below. If you need to get in touch with me, right now you can get in touch with me via email. That is ministerbarbaraann2022 at gmail.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. I'm looking forward to your comments. Give me some suggestions on what you want to hear about, what you want to talk about, things of that nature, and I'll be happy to oblige. So, before I get started, also, my son has a YouTube page on here. His name is Lee Cruz. He's a young man that has on a suit. His information will be provided in the links as well. Now that I got all the formalities out of the way, hello, how are you guys doing? Please give me some comments, some feedback. I want to get a good dialogue going with you guys, but also today, I just here want to talk to the young men and the young ladies out here as well, because when topics like this is always geared to the young women. But you know what? There's young men out there too, or men in general, that go through the same things like us women. And it's just basically know your worth. Know your worth. And when I mean that, know that you don't have to settle for anything. You don't have to compromise your beliefs. You don't have to compromise your morals and your values for anything or anybody. Know your worth and stand in your truth. Because unfortunately, there are some not nice people out here in this world. We cannot control that. But what we do have control over is how we allow them to treat us. We have the power to say, I'm not going to accept this. I will not be treated this way. I don't have to settle for less. I will not settle for less. Me personally, at this time in my life, that's just definitely what it is. And I'm going to stand on it 10 toes down, how the young people say, because you don't want to ever get in a position where you felt like I've settled and then I've missed out on whatever it is. I've missed out on opportunities. I missed out on life. I missed out on people. Or you don't ever want to get into a space where it's like I wasted time. Time is something that we are never, ever, ever going to get back. Once that time has passed, it has passed. But we're grateful enough that we can move forward. We can press forward. We can press on. And we can create new and better things for ourselves. Right? So I just want to say, don't settle. These are not the times like back in the days where we felt like we had all the time in the world. These is not these times. And it's funny how, because my apostle was just talking about that in Bible study on Wednesday night, especially dealing with young people, how young people will say, well, I'm young and I want to live my life and I want to do this and that. Now we see more young people dying than the older people. A lot of these young people not even living, some of them in their 20s, teenagers, preteens, parents burying their children. Not like it used to be the children burying their parents. We don't have that type of time like we had before. And I would hate to be in essence on a limited time frame, wasting that time. Then time done went by and you sit back thinking, dag. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I've done that in relationships with men, in relationships with so-called friends, in things, jobs that I should have been doing, or activities that I was in, or just, and then I look back and say, those things didn't get me nowhere. Or I felt like, dang, I wasted so much time doing this, doing that. Because these days are going by like this. These days are going by like this. And had I not compromised myself for those relationships and those situations or those people or those things, only God knows how much more, right? Or how much further I could have been in other areas. So again, this is not the time to compromise. This is not the time to waste time, but this is the time to live. And when I say live, I mean live and abundantly. Let's get our life right. Let's get our lives in order because we want to live right. We don't want to live like in shambles. But we have to change some things. And sometimes it's a hard pill when you have to look at yourself, when you have to look in the mirror and say, wow, okay. Yes, some people may have hurt us. Some situations may have burnt us. But we have to come a time when we have to self evaluate to say, okay, what did I contribute to that? What could I have done differently so the outcome could have been differently. Sometimes we do things and not even knowing that we're hurting ourselves. So I encourage you today to let's change that narrative. Okay? We're not going to compromise our values. We're not going to settle for any old thing. We're going to set the bar high for ourselves. We're going to live right. We're going to live in our truth. We're going to wake up every day speaking positivities over our lives. We're going to remove ourselves from any negative situations. We're going to remove people out of people from our lives that bring us negative situations. We're not going to be gossiping. We're not going to be talking about people or putting people down. But we're going to lead with love and kindness, right? We're going to lead with encouragement. We want to be a light. And doing that, we cannot dim our light to people and situations because no one is going to ever know you in its entirety, or you get to know yourself and be your best you. Because that's what I'm striving for today, to be the best Barbara that I can be. So, ladies and gentlemen, right? Because I'm single. I don't know how many other single people are out here. And I'm human too, right? So, yes, it's time that I be like, wow, I wish I had a companion, or I wish I had a husband or a boyfriend, or whatever, right? And men, I wish I had a girlfriend. I wish I had a lady. I wish I had a wife. And then we meet people, right? And we settle because I guess, I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but we meet people and sometimes we settle because of just to say, I got somebody, or I see potential in this person, or I hope God can change them, or I hope they'll change for me, or I don't know about you. And I mean, God is capable of doing everything, and He's capable of, people can change. I'm not saying people can't change, but I use the analysis that I don't want no more fixer uppers, right? I want a brand new construction. And that's with everything in life because I've done that. I've done that in relationships where I, there were red flags, but because I saw his potential, there was red flags, but because maybe if I love him enough or care for him enough, he'll be willing to change for me because I'm special, right? Or he was just mad he won't hit me again. Who That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video, right? Or um maybe I forgave him and he won't cheat on me again. That's a whole nother video, fellas and ladies. But I'm just saying, and then what do? We compromise our happiness just to say I got somebody. Or just to say, well, nobody's perfect and I shouldn't. And I'm not saying to look for perfect, but I am saying there's just certain things that's just a no. And that's okay, because you don't ever want to get into a situation again when you're compromising your happiness, your peace. For me, my peace is where I draw the line. I'm not compromising that. I'm not playing. Sorry, I raised my voice because I'm not playing with that, right? So, and in order for us to know our self worth, we have to now love ourselves. And in loving ourselves, that means we have to heal from whatever we need to heal from past hurts, from yesterday's hurts, from this morning's hurts, because we can't take those into new situations. And the one thing that I've always prided myself in, because let me tell you something, nobody doesn't know my real story but me and God. And maybe one day He'll bless me to release it from back then to present. And even through everything that I've been through, my one thing was I never wanted to be a bitter woman. That was not my story. I've been through some things, some trials, some tribulations. I've weathered some storms. I've been through some ups and I've been through some downs. I've been hurt. I've been abused. But one thing, God has kept my heart. He's kept my mind. And He's kept me intact, because I did not, was my prayer, Lord, I don't ever want to walk around bitter. I don't want to walk around with hatred in my heart. Even though I've been through all those things, I still lead with love, and it's pure love, because I love people. I can't I can't erase what I've been through, right? But I'm in charge of going forward and not living in that past. And so I had to do some healing, some true healing from the inside out. Because if I didn't, I would have sowed bitterness into people, into everybody, and then nobody wouldn't have wanted to be around me. No one couldn't have stand me. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So I just ask you today, love yourself, heal. It's okay. Sometimes we gotta be by ourselves. We just got to. And I'm okay with that, because I know God is not going to send me a mess, right? He's not going to send me junk. Now, people will disguise, right? They say wolf in sheep's clothing. People will disguise themselves to make themselves look and appear like what's that song? Shine bright like a diamond, and not, right? And then once they reel you in and comfortable, they take off that sheep cloak, and now you see the wolf. But what happens? It's too late. But I love him. I love her. Maybe they'll change. And then what are we doing again? Compromising our happiness. And you know what that's really doing? We're hurting ourselves. That's like a part of self-harm. I'm gonna be honest, because knowing, and if it's for that person, if that person is really for you, if that person is really going to be with you, it will happen some type of way. But you don't have to stay in the mess for it to happen. How many times we heard stories of people was together, they broke up and went their ways, but years later they come back together and it's better than ever. She don't got her life right, he don't got his life right, and bam, this is the best time that they said that we had to break up to get back. Maybe that could be a story. I don't know none of my exes but that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is, And we got to stop being so eager, right? Stop being so fast. Let's not get ahead of ourselves because sometimes we want these things. We want these relationships. We want to be with these people, but we're not ready, right? We think we are because why? The spirit of loneliness hits you. The spirit of doubt hits you. Oh, I'm too old. Nobody's, because I'm guilty. I've had those thoughts. I'm too old now. I'm already 51. Nobody's going to want an older woman and, whatever. Nope. As long as I have breath in my body, desire, and I pray to God and take my kids to, and I could ask him, Father, you know, fellas, Father, a wife, sisters. Now, don't be out here putting yourself out there, girls. Out there looking and picking. No, that's not our job. The husbands find the men find the wife, right? That's just what it is biblically. But we get ourselves together. We get our minds right. We keep our bodies sacred, right? We're not out here just sleeping around and willingly because a true man and a true woman will honor that. Because if we're out here giving our best selves to other people, what do we have left for our spouses when God blesses us with that? What do we have left? We nothing because we don't gave it all out. And then in the meantime, you do not want to be creating all these types of soul ties with people because that's a place you don't want to go. But while I'm blabbling, thank you for joining. Hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, post notification button down below. I'm sorry. I'm just babbling today, but I just want to encourage somebody. This is Barbara's Place of Encouragement. Again, I just want to encourage somebody to love yourself. Know that you are great. Know that you are awesome. Know that you are deserving of greatness, good things, good people, just an awesome, magnificent life. You are worthy of that. We don't have to settle for mediocre. We are the king's kids. So greatness is our destiny, right? Purpose, this purpose for us to be happy. We're not supposed to be in poverty. We're not supposed to be begging bread. We're not supposed to be downtrodden and sad all the time and complaining. No. But we got to stop compromising ourselves. Live in your truth. Your voice matters. Speak up when you feel like you're being not treated well. We don't have to take verbal abuse from anybody. We don't have to take mental abuse from anybody. Dang on no physical. No way. God does that's not what we're here for. We're here to love amongst one another. But we will be happy. Even in our singleness. We can be happy. We are happy. Until God blesses us with that companion. He doesn't want us settling. And God is not going to give us a mess. And I know God is not going to give me another fixer-upper. He's not. Because I need me a brand new construction. And that's how I talk to the Lord. I want a man of God. Fellas, I want a woman of God. Right? How awesome is for me is to be able to be in ministry with my companion. We could pray together. We could intercede together. And we're in ministry together in the same church. And I'm seeing God use him. He's seeing God use me. And the same thing, fellas, with you, your companion, and your wife. How awesome and amazing is that? But we have to stop compromising and stop settling because that's not what God wants for us. So know your voice is valuable. Your feelings are honorable. Your feelings matter. You matter. But we have to live in our truth because God does not want us to compromise who we are, especially in Him. He does not want that for us. He's going to bless us, bless us, bless us. So I thank you for listening. If somebody needed to hear that they were struggling with, these things, because we're human. And as single people, we struggle with wanting companionship or finding or having the right person. And then when you meet somebody, you're just so happy to meet them. So you ignore the red flags, right? You ignore the warning signals and just say, okay, well, it's time out for that because God doesn't want that for us. So be like me. Tell God, listen, Lord, I don't want a fixer upper. I don't want nothing that's already been lived in, but I want a brand new construction. And I promise you, he will do it. I'm just waiting for mine. And I'm thanking God, but I'm still living. I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm not wallowing in worrying about, oh God, I'm lonely and giving in to those because we're human. And so things, you feel things, you think things, but we got to know how to get those thoughts and keep going. Pew, get out of here and keep it moving because there's still work for us to do even in our single season. And God will honor that. So that goes for the men and that goes for the women. So I just pray and I bless God for your new companions, your new women and men of God that's coming to you. I pray to God that we will no longer compromise our values, our morals, our self for anything or anybody. I thank God for everybody's complete healing, your mental healing, your physical healing. You know, letting go, the broken hearts to be healed, the minds to be regulated, letting go of the hurts of your past so you could walk into your newness of love and joy and great days and peace and harmony. I bless God and I thank God for taking away all negativity for out of our lives that we are able to get up and really be happy in Him and really speak joy into our day and really thank God for the prosperity and just thank God for the newness and just be excited for everything that's yet to come. We may not know everything that's happening, but we know that in Christ it can only get better. It's only going to be great. So I thank you guys for today. I will be back in a couple of days. This is Barbara's Place of Encouragement. I thank you so much for just tuning in and listening. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that post notification button down below. Also, like I said, my son is Lee Cruz. You could always follow his page as well. He's on every night between 10 and 11 praying. So if you need some prayers, send in those prayer requests and he got you, okay? But thank you. Just continue to stay blessed, continue to know your worth, and continue to love yourself, okay? Have a great rest of your day. It's Friday. Enjoy yourself. Have a great day. Bye.